Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. And just enjoying life here in my little garage. And at this point, I just want to cry. Oh, why would you do that? I've had the same clothes on for the past 3 or 4 days. I still love you. All you gotta do is come off. That's all I'm asking. It's not too much. Exorcism kit. Stay up there just in case. We're gonna begin with a big thank you, everybody. That video on this car did so well. I am so amazed at the support that we have received. This is Janice and me. Yeah, it's just kind of inspired me to keep working on this car. I faced my biggest fear, that was getting the engine in and damaging the car. That did not happen, so a huge step ahead. Now we're gonna focus on the fuel. We're gonna see if we can get some good stuff from the back of the car to the front of the car. I'm gonna work from the top for a little bit. I got some good pants on and my good shoes. We're gonna work on the fuel system, the fuel hoses, some of the heater hoses, some of the cooling hoses and everything first. Then I have a present that I'm gonna show you that I have purchased for Janice. I bought this years and years ago. I'll show you what that is. It's gonna save us a lot of time and a lot of headaches. And maybe in this video, maybe we'll try to turn the key. We'll just have to play it by ear. Holy crapola, look at this thing, smoke. Yes, no. Why won't it run? Why? Take another bite. Not at the camera. Yeah, we got rain. But look, I've got a mystery button and a mystery switch. What do those do? What are you gonna say?
It's just too much for me to screw out.
This is what I'm working with. It's not a lot.
I'm in the car.
I want to focus on the fuel system first because once I get all of these hoses attached, I can figure out exactly where each of them goes, and then I can send the other ones out to get rebuilt. So that's going to take a couple of days, maybe even a week or two. I want to do the fuel system first. I'm trying to be smart. On my little iPad right here, I have downloaded the service manuals for the W108. So this is going to tell me exactly how everything goes. This is the transmission. So when I have on my grubbies, we'll go underneath, we'll hook up the transmission, the drive line, the drive shaft, and all of that kind of stuff. And there are some electricals down there that we're going to have to work on. So this will certainly come in handy. But first things first, I'm a realist. Yes, so I am not an expert, but I am learning a lot about these cars. So let's go ahead and focus on these hoses right here. We'll get all of these connected. I can connect the power steering hose right here. This will go right here. I think I also want to remove the fuel filter. Remember we had the silver in the line and it was completely clogged? I don't remember if I replaced the fuel filter. So it looks like a 19. We'll take the fuel filter out. It's right down here and I'll show you what it looks like. But let's do a little bit of work. I'll put on some gloves and then I'll give you guys kind of an inside look. So let's get started. Making progress on Janice. Yes, so we have refit the fuel filter down here. I'm working on the temperature sender unit. I'm transferring the wires that came from the engine to the ones that come from the car. So I've had to splice a couple. They just wouldn't come off of the old engine. This, that's okay looking, I guess, but it's not attached to the car. So I've taken it off. And the one from the car is going to go right in its place, okay? I'm just kind of following what I remember, and if parts look similar, then that's fantastic. So we'll put that on right there. Then I have this wire that goes down to below the, on the mechanical fuel pump. There is a starter relay. It's whatever's below that. So I've got to find that one. It's in one of these. Maybe it's this green guy right here. But we'll get that transferred over, and I have to put my hose back on. I had to remove a heater hose, and we're just going to keep working. I'm actually having fun doing this. I really am. I know I should have cleaned the engine and all this other stuff. We'll get to that point, but I just want to see if this old girl's going to start. So we'll be back with an update. I am soldering and just enjoying life here in my little garage. I'm happy. Let me pull you into my latest project. All right. Well, what I think this is right down here, okay, this is another hose that I cut. And because it's right where the oil filter is, I'm going to assume this is your oil pressure hose. Okay, so it goes back up under the dash. Mine looks a little different. I'm calling it different for, this is my car and the donor car. So I'm going to call it the donor and then my car. Mine is a plastic line. And if I can get it kind of finagled down there, that's what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to attach this. It's the same thing. It's the same kind of see, it's just exactly the same. So we'll get this attached down here. Somehow during the engine entrance, we bent this rod. This is part of the throttle linkage. So we'll get this back. I strained it out as much as I can. Everything moves the way it's supposed to. We just click it into place. We'll get the oil pressure sending hose attached and just keep moving on. We're just making the best progress ever. And yes, this is another fatality, the vacuum switch into the brake booster. The other half is over there, so I'm going to have to figure out something to do. I don't even know where it went. But, I mean, we had a couple of fatalities. That's okay. This car wants to come back to life. I can just feel it in my bones. So I'm back. It's another day. I spent 4 or 5 hours under this car yesterday. Let me just show you, this kind of explains everything, okay? And I should have put the car back together months and months ago, but I was terrified of it. But now I am, and I'm paying the price, okay? So let's talk specifics. Between here and here, it's a huge difference, okay? So I have a particular thing, it's the backup light. And there's a little thing that holds on to it. It holds on to something on the transmission, and there's a wire that goes into the lever for the transmission. It's like one of these levers like right in here. This is the actual length of the bolt, but because I did not put this on when that transmission was lowered, it does not go in. Okay, this is what I've had to do. That is all the difference in an hour of work. I had to go to Lowe's and buy, this is 30 millimeters, this is 25 millimeters. 5 millimeters difference is making all the difference, okay, as we get this car back on the road. So we'll use the same washer. We'll put this in. Excuse me. I'll show you where this goes. The duck has made a nest out of my tool bag. The entire floor of the garage is terrible, and it's just disgusting under there. I've had the same clothes on for the past 3 or 4 days, and I'm just trying to power through. I really am. So let me show you where this is going to go. I'll put some gloves on because I don't want to touch anything under there when I'm not gloved up. So let's go. I'm going to eat a cookie first. We're going to do that first, then we'll go underneath. Yeah, this is a good cookie. All right, I misspoke. I apologize. What I'm working on is the bolt that goes right there. This is the transmission. It goes into the shift lever, okay, that is controlled by the linkage that's controlled by your gear shift knob, okay? So there's a little wire that goes here, it ties into here, and then the cable runs all the way up here into your starter inhibitor reverse lamp switch. So I was kind of right, all right? But this is what is it's too long right there. So I've had to get the 25 millimeter to go back in because, like I said, I've already put the transmission into place. And this is a great example. This is technology that I'm not used to, but thank goodness I found my book. I also have the entire service manual downloaded onto this. And we're just going to power through. Okay, so this, I mean, it is so specific. So specific. So we'll get this in and we will do the starter and then we're going to button everything up down below. Okay? Fingers crossed. So this is where the top of the cable goes. This is what turns, I guess, the signal, okay, from the length when you pull the cable, you know, you change it. I guess it converts it into electrical, I'm guessing, perhaps. There's a lever right here, and the cable runs all the way down to where I'm trying to get this bolt installed. I also had to redo if you look behind the hose right there, that's your body ground contact. That was so much fun to put in because this is kind of in the way. So that was a good 30 minutes trying to get that bolt in. I mean, this thing is just turning into so much fun. It is they say it's a simple car, and I guess it is, but things just don't go together so well. I mean, it's very hard, and anyway, I still love you. So let's go underneath. Oh, I need my light. We'll go underneath and I'll show you where this bolt is going to live. It's going to be exciting. So this has been my home for the past 3 days. This is fantastic. This is the bottom part of the cable that I just showed you right here. This is the wire that goes right here and it attaches to, there's a little peg right up through there. So that's where it attaches. But the bolt I have to work on is right there. See the missing bolt where this little holder is? Yeah, this goes there, and then I got to put the bolt in, and then I got to somehow figure out how I'm going to attach this to the little peg right there, okay? I am loving life. Let me just tell you how much I love it. We have it attached. I kid you not, today it went in. This is the original bolt. I was doing the same exact thing, trying to go from the same exact angle. It didn't fit yesterday. It did not fit. Today, it fits. Don't know why, but it fits. So I think that's going to be fine. Let's move on to the starter. We have a couple of bolts right there that we got to find for a cover. And I think I'm finally going to be done underneath this car. Okay. So that is the holder for the exhaust. So we'll put that on once we get the exhaust ready to go. But yeah, this is good. This is good news. If you look down there, there's a starter that is installed, which is great. If you look down here, there's an alternator that I think is installed. Got to try to remember where these go, and this, and these two here, and all of that. So we are making progress. We have the air conditioning compressor that sits right here. We're not going to install that, so I'm guessing that's where these two things go. I'll check the wiring. And I took pictures years ago when I was taking this doggone thing apart. So we'll do that. I believe red and black and brown and white will go red and black, brown and white. So those are the ones that go there. This little resistor here, I need to figure out which one he goes into. It's a small one. So maybe, no, these are both the same size. So we'll have to go look at my pictures. So we'll do that. We'll come back and we're getting close. I mean, we are getting so very close. I still got to work out my belt situation. I think I have new belts somewhere buried. And it's going to be great. That's what I always say. It's a rainy day outside. All the animals have gathered in here at the garage, which is a whole disaster, okay? But today we're going to focus on Janice's transmission because there's a couple of pieces I need to take off the original to the junker car and put on to the transmission that is now inside Janice. So I guess in retrospect, if I would have known the rear main seal was in good condition, I could have just left this all together. But no, I had to go ahead and think, well, this probably has fewer miles and is probably in better condition. Well, we'll see if that's true or not. I also have to take a couple of electrical connectors on the other side and put them over here. The problem I'm having today is I can't get my fill tube off right here. So I purchased another one of those, and we're going to see if we can get this off so I can attach it to the transmission in the car. So let's see what happens here. All right, well, hopefully we can do this. I think this is the same. Harbor Freight to the rescue. So let's just see if we can get this off. Hopefully it will come off. Maybe not. It is not coming off. What is going on here? So what's happening is this is kind of broken away from here, which is fantastic. So I've got to hold this one pretty still. Okay, and then I've got to break this one free, and I've been juicing it up with all of this that it'll hold. So let's just see what's going to happen now. Doggone it. Dagnabbit. All you got to do is come off. That's all I'm asking. It's not too much. Just break free. It is not breaking free. Where's metal on this thing? Hold on. There we go. We've made success. We've made success? What is that? What language is that? So I've got 24 holding it, and it's now coming off. So that is some good news there. We had to add a little heat to the mixture, so that's always fun. I actually kind of like that. It's terrifying, but it's fun. Terrifying for me, because you never know what's going to go kapop. But it's coming off. That's good. That means we can kind of fish this down into the engine, down to the new transmission, and we should be good to go. You know, while I'm doing this, I'm noticing something. You have to take this off to change the transmission filter. And you probably even have to loosen this to change the transmission filter, because this is in the way. Look how dirty this is. So yeah, we're going to change the transmission filter, and that is really hot. Ooh, that burned my finger. Okay, we'll get this off. We'll go back down below. We'll drain whatever transmission fluid is in the old one. Did I even change it? I don't remember. I honestly can't remember. Hot, 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 hot. Ooh, hot, 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 free. Okay, there we go. Thank goodness. Ooh, like I said, hot. The rain is past, and we're back on the car. We're working underneath, and I got the supervisor here, and it's time for a bath again. He's getting better. Remember, he was attacked. So the problem is he likes to go under cars, and that's where he gets all dirty. So let me show you what we're working on, because you can see I've got lots of parts here. I spent probably 3 hours, at least 3 hours. Let me show you on the old transmission. Your speedometer gear, okay? It lies right in there. See the hole? There's a little gear here that turns, and there's another gear that turns, and you have a plug that turns in here. Somehow, when I was taking the old transmission out months and months ago, I broke it. So I had to get the one out of here. It was lodged in here. I was terrified of breaking it. It took a while, but I finally coaxed it out, and I put on a cap, and I think we're going to have a speedometer that works. So let me kind of show you. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. So if you come under here, the plan today is to get the transmission up and supported on its own. Okay, so I do have a new mount, which is great right here. I've got all the supporting actors and actresses. And if we go under the car, it lives. It's really hard to see. It's really hard to see. See the little cap? It's right here. That guy right there. And then there's a wire. I know this is terrible. The photography is really bad. That runs into it, and there's a little Allen bolt right here, and then the cable that turns goes all the way up through there in the transmission and then into the cabin. Okay? So what I think we're going to do now is figure out how to attach my linkages. We'll put on the transmission mount, what goes here and here, and then I have to figure out the wiring. And the wiring it's snipped or broke, or I don't think I cut it. I don't remember doing that, but we'll go ahead and put on some new little pieces and everything should be fine. That's my hat. Don't chew my hat. This little guy's turning into a monster. He really is. Nope. Go play. Go out and play. Leave the duck alone. Okay? So let me do some wiring under here. We'll reattach the transmission mount. I almost have the shaft and the flex plate attached. I lost a couple of washers, so I had to go get some washers. We'll get those attached too. Okay? So when we come back, we'll have quite a bit done. But let me just do this on my own real quick, and then I'll show you. Lola says I'm doing a good job. Yeah, she's very happy. So we're going with my Haynes manual, and then we're going with the printout here. And I'm starting to realize that you do this right after each other. You take out the old engine, the old transmission, you put it back in, because if you wait 4, 6, 8 months, you forget where everything goes. And I have forgotten where everything goes. And I have had to redo some of the connections and the wiring and all that kind of stuff. So let me just kind of take you under here into my little world for the past, 3 hours again. We have the transmission cross member right here. The support almost tightened up. I've lost the bolt that goes right into here, so we're going to have to go get one of those. That's what it looks like up there. We have the drive shaft all connected. We have all of the electrical connectors right here connected, which is good. Everything seemed to work out. I had to redo some of them. We'll put a little rubber stuff right there, liquid rubber, and then that will kind of hold that all together. But I have a plate to go over that to hold it up. We have a couple of things we still have to connect over here. For some reason, there's an electrical connection right there, which I have already connected. I don't even know what this part is for right here. I can't remember, but there's a pipe somewhere that attaches to this. Who knows? This is where the dipstick fill tube goes right here. And we'll just make it all work. I think it's going to be fine. It's just going to be a hot mess. I do want to take off this transmission pan and see what we've got right here. Okay, I still have the earth strap that I have to connect right over there. And it's just taking so much time. It really is. So well, maybe I shouldn't. Should I get this? The floor is dirty. The floor is horrible. It's hideous. It's terrible. I don't think I'm going to spill a whole lot. Maybe we should just go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what the remaining part of the transmission fluid looks like, and I'll show you what the filter is. It's going to be either circular or rectangular. I don't know what lies beneath the pan right here, but let's find out. This is what I'm working with. Look at that. All right, surrounded by animals. I know. Some people get tired of them. Others love them. I love them, so they shall remain on the channel. One of the good things about being your own boss. Okay, so we've reached the point to where we get to take off the pan, see what kind of a filtroni we have on it. As soon as I can find my other tool. Where did my other tool go? Here we go. Okay. All of these are 11s. I don't know why, but they are. Okay, we've reached the point of pan removal. So let's just see what lies beneath. Is it going to be circular or is it going to be rectangular? Have I purchased the right kind? Well, the way things are going, probably not. There's the duck coming to inspect all of my work. Go on by. Thank you. And now let's see. How long has this pan been on here? Since the beginning of time? Since 1969? I do not know. I need to get a better view. There you go. Now you can see it. Oh, shoot. Well, that was kind of easy. Oh, we have a circular one. Look at that. That does not look bad at all. That's ruby red. This little donated, super cheap, super crappy looking car is looking better and better. Oh wait, no, this transmission is actually from Janice herself. So I think that there's one. How do you even get in here? No way, is this a screw thing? It is. It's a screw that holds this together. And it's not coming off. Let's take a look at our filter that we have received and see if we have the square or if we have a round. This looks like it's been replaced. Well, you can see I got the rectangle. This is not the correct one. We're gonna put the pan back on. Okay, we'll clean it up. It's gonna be great, but that filter looked almost brand new in the ruby red transmission fluid. Thank you. So get ready for a hot surprise. This is what I'm working with today. I am a hot mess because I have been living under here for hours and hours. Let's get the tranny pan back on. We can then connect the dipstick tube and the other little tube, and we're getting little by little closer and closer to getting this car back on the road. I'm so tired. I am so tired right now. Day 5, and at this point I just want to cry. I understand why they did not want to work on this car. 5 days. 5 days. And I've reached the point I almost don't even care anymore. And I'm sorry, I try to be so positive and happy and joyful, and the world is my oyster and blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna give the big middle finger to the car right now. I have been fighting this thing every single freaking bolt, every single one. You have to remove something to take something off, and then it just keeps going and going and going. And right now, okay, let me just explain what's going on. They always tell you take off the intake manifold. Now I know why, okay? There is a rod system that goes from your accelerator pedal, and it runs right down through here, and there's a rod, and you can kind of see where it is. I bent it right there, but the rod has to wind its way between the exhaust and the intake to a little point right here, so we can go up and do these rods right here. Everything, there's all these little rods are everywhere, and they all have to be measured precisely, okay? I can't get it in. I cannot get this rod in without removing the intake manifold and perhaps the exhaust. This, I've tried to take it out through here, doesn't come out. I hate doing that. I just hate pulling things apart, but I had to try to get it out. It's not working. I cannot, absolutely cannot get this thing out. So I'm gonna have to remove all of this. Should have done it in the first place. Which means more gaskets and O-rings and who knows what else. So at this point, we're gonna end the video because I'm gonna go have a drink. I cannot do this anymore. I cannot. And I broke my cold start injector right here. This is where you measure your fuel. I mean, I am learning about the car, but this is your cold start injector, and it's cracked. I was leaning up against it and cracked it. So yay for me. I think I may have stripped the bolt that holds this gigantic bracket for the air conditioning compressor. Don't even care anymore. I don't know. So I need words of wisdom. I need encouragement. I need prayers. The car does definitely need an exorcism. And I know why they didn't want to work on it. It's just not fun. Ha ha! Just kidding. You guys thought I was really mad? I don't get mad like that. No, I do. I had to put on 2 hats. I put my big boy pants on as well, and we have this out. Okay, so we've had, I don't know, 6, they're 14 millimeter nuts that I had to take off. I had to take off my heat shield, some of the tubing and some of the rodding, I guess you could say. And this should, hopefully, come out. Like I said, it should, hopefully, oop, I forgot one. Doggone it. All right, well, not a problem. I'm not gonna get mad about it. Nope. Nope, we're just going to take it out. It's going to take a minute. How do you like my hats? I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, it's been another 45 minutes. It's getting dark. If I kept a log of all my hours, I would really be not happy. It would be an unpleasant number. There we go. Okay, I think we're ready to remove the intake, the Venturi valve, the Venturi candidate, and everything else. There's all the washers. Come on. Oh crap, now what am I hitting? Now what's going on? What am I hitting? You're supposed to let go. Because this... Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, why would you do that? There is a steel pipe that runs from here all the way down in there under that side, and it's connected with another pipe, a fuel pipe, that runs into here. This is how you can adjust your idle. See, I'm learning about this car, but yes, for some reason, they attached... Wait a second. It shouldn't matter, though. Yeah, it should. Yeah, it does. Yeah, because I've loosened this right here. Okay. Well, go back on. Here we go. We'll be right back. One of the best parts about working on a car from 1969, little brackets like this, okay? It's not aluminum. They use actual, I mean, this is steel. This thing is, just to get it apart so I could take this off, yeah, this is, yeah, steel. Unbelievable strength, and, you know, in my vast experience as a Mercedes engineer, it's not needed. Ha! But now I think we're going to get this all the way off. So come on, little girl. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We have one intake removed. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Now just sit there for me. Do not move. All right. Now we have access to our rods, which this is totally bent. Come on, I'll show you. I'm gonna fess up. Yeah, so when you know what, let's go off tripod. We'll just do this. Hold on, it could get a little rocky. Okay, so this lever right here is attached to your gas pedal. And as you can see, it's a little wonky because when I installed the engine, I left it kind of in place because I didn't know how to remove it. And you're not supposed to remove it, and it just remained. And this is the rod that I had to bend to get up through here to somehow get it to connect to right there. So now that I have access to it, it doesn't even really have to go through here. So this is the rod that goes up through here. This is this rod, and I couldn't just pop it off because look at the size of the little thing right there, the nose. On the rubber bushings right there, yeah, totally, yeah, messed up. So I get to now bend this. I'll have to reattach it. And I can try to bend it some more and get it in position. And it's just going to attach right here. There's the little brackets and everything for it. Okay, so it just lives right there. But yeah, we're going to have to redo that. I still don't have a lot of access to it. But now I have access to all this. And wasn't that fun? Wasn't that just so much fun? All right, well, we're going to continue on. We're going to keep on keeping on. We're working twice as hard because we have twice the brain power, because we have twice, I know it's stupid. Maybe kids will love it. I don't know. Mark in California, your daughter seems to like the stuff that I do. So yeah, this is for her. Back at work, it's another night. We have made a lot of progress, okay? We have fixed and straightened our rod that runs down here. We have this one that goes all the way to this little point right here, and this goes up between the exhaust and works the throttle housing and everything right up here. We have also removed, there's a little hose, this right here, this hose was between this and the outlet, the water outlet. It kind of lives like this. This is your water pump. I didn't know when this was replaced, and I didn't know if I had it in me to get this thing out. Then I went ahead and did it, and I gotta tell you, I don't know if this is original, but whatever gasket they used right here was like cemented in place. It's taken me hours just to clean the surface right here and get ready for this gasket to go back on. Okay, so what we're doing, this will be the final coolant hose. So now all of them will have been replaced. This is the part right here. We've kind of cleaned it. It's ready to go, and it goes like this. Okay, we'll get it on. There's the top. I got to clean that part, and then it'll go right there with my new hose. Okay, it's going to be, this has been so much, I'm taking major steps backwards instead of major steps forward. But we have, like I said, the shift rod is back together. It's good to go. We're going to glue this back on. We'll get this back on. We'll get the intake and the exhaust back on. I do have another exhaust gasket. Back when I was going to do the head gasket and I was going to try to get the bottom engine fixed, I ordered this. And it has everything that I need for what I'm doing now, too. So my little gasket for the water inlet came from here. Here I have the exhaust manifold gasket right here. I do have a head gasket should I need it, some O-rings and everything in case I need them. But I definitely need this part right here. So I'm going to turn on some music. I will be back, and hopefully we will have this side of the engine reassembled. Okay, then we can finalize a couple of things with the electrical system. We can get over here to the distributor and the rotor, hook this thing back up, put our battery in. Then we're going to do something in the back, which is going to be fantastic. And then hopefully in this video or the next one, we can get her started. So I'll be back in a second. Just like 2 hours later, we're back. And most of this is kind of back the way it was 2 days ago. Loving my life right now. So we have the exhaust manifold, the intake manifold. I'm working on this little heat shield. That little band right there is giving me all kinds of problems. I did go ahead and switch out the cold start injector right here. This one is solid. The other one was broken right there, and I got to find a wire that looks like this to attach to it. We've got the fuel coming in, fuel going out right there. I think the rod system is going to work great. I'm a little off from here, but that's okay. No big deal. We have this on, this tightened. Everything is good here. I've got this going all the way down to here. This is tightened. All of the hoses and everything, including our new one right here. It all looks great. We're this close. This is the night I think we're going to try to start it. Yes, okay? It's been another day. I've got everything assembled. I've got the timing right, I think. I've got the coil assembled, I think. I am missing one of these little caps on the spark plug right here. So I bought another spark plug just for the cap. It was literally $3. So we have this. Let me put this on real quick. Then I have a battery that is charged, I think. And I think this is actually going to try to start. Okay, there's no gas. There's nothing like that yet. So I got to unscrew this piece right here, the little cap. Come on now. Do I need gloves tonight? I don't want to. I've had gloves on constantly for so long. Okay, so this little cap part, for some reason, it's missing on this one. I don't know why. I don't know where it went. But now that we've got this on, we are good to go. Now, I do have mystery wires. This says starter solenoid on MF. No, I don't know. I don't remember doing this. I think I've got another wire on the starter solenoid MF, whatever that is. Oh, I have to do another hose. I got to do my hose again from here to here. Okay, but let's go ahead and do my last spark plug wire. I numbered these. So these are all good to go. Listen for the click. Did you hear it? I didn't, but it's going to work great. Let me put this hose right here, and then we'll do the battery. Oh my gosh, could tonight be the night we do something? Oh my goodness. Time now for the scariest moment of all. We're going to attach the battery. This wire, I don't know what it does. It's kind of hanging free. This one is hanging free. This one is hanging free. Everything that I don't know what they do, I think is just kind of hanging around. They're not touching anything, so we should be good. Let's just see what happens. Where's the battery? You are fully charged, correct? Yes, sir. Okay, good job. All right, now, this is negative. So we're gonna have to put the negative on this side. Okay. Oh, I gotta tell you, I am so terrified. I am so scared about this. So this is negative. This is the positive. So let's just kind of see. Uh-oh. You don't want to attach that way. You want to go this way, huh? Okay, that's fine. I'm terrified. And because of that, we're bringing out the extinguisher. Just in case, okay? Pull the pin, squirt it. Here we go. Let's just see what happens. Say a little prayer. Come on, I got the Bible. Everything here going good for me. Now you're not even going to fit, are you? What the heck, man? Maybe I'm going to have to switch this. I don't know if this is the right battery or not. This is just kind of weird. Let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens here. Did you hear that? Oh, the windshield wipers are on. What? They're not supposed to. How do you even turn them on? I don't think I've ever turned them on. I got to put this back. Okay, well, exorcism kit. Stay up there just in case. This guy can move, this guy can move, this guy can move. How do you do this? Where's the freaking... Huh. Defrost. Oh, here. Is that it? I don't know. Oh, I'm terrified. I'm so scared. All right, let's see what happens now. Are you going to do anything? I think that's the fuel pump. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is the key on? Yes. Well, okay. No sparks, no explosions, no nothing. We're good so far. The coil, we don't have the coil attached because I don't want any spark out there yet. So, I think what we're going to do, oh, I'm terrified. I'm really so scared of this whole thing. Is try to give it a start. We have our fuel delivery system. Well, our temporary fuel delivery system. Good to go, okay? My return line goes into the distilled water jug right there. I've got a light to see what's going on. This goes into my temporary gas tank. And let's see what happens, okay? I'm gonna give you guys the best seat in the house. So we're just gonna watch this, say a little prayer. Hear the click, that's the camera. The time has come. Okay, I am very nervous. I am super duper nervous about this. So let's just kind of see what you can do here and here. Okay. I hear no smoking. I hear no smoking? That's how nervous I am. I see no smoking. I hear no crackles. Let's just turn the key. Oh my gosh, here we go. Thank you. Please, 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 please be with me. I've got your book right here. It's been on here for a very long time. And let's just see what happens when I turn the key. I am scared to death. Here we go. That's the fuel pump. That sounds good. That really sounds good. Now, okay, so no exhaust. Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh, that's the fuel coming back. That's a lot of fuel coming back. But that's what it's supposed to do. It looks a little brown. So we're getting fuel. My rebuilt fuel pump is working. Should I try? Oh my gosh. Okay, here's my coil. Let's check the oil. Make sure nothing fell out. Oh, well, it's been floating all around, so I can say that see the oil? I've been lifting the engine, swinging it back and forth, doing all kinds of crazy things to it. Now, you're kidding me? Where does this go? There it is. Oil's still pretty high. Okay, well, we're just going to try it. It's going to be loud as crap. But we're just going to give it a go. All right, say a prayer for me, with me. Hallelujah. Let something good happen to Janice Giappolini. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. That's okay. Now we check and see if we're getting fuel. Where's my 19? I can't find anything in this house. Okay. Now, to check for fuel, we come all the way over here with our 19-y. And, oh, you know what? There's no cold start injection. I haven't even connected that yet. But let's just see if we happen to be getting gas. Oh, it's a 17. Of course it is. But of course. Which is over there. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is the mechanical fuel pump, which is right here. So I had to redo the other one, and it took a very long time. Well, we could be here a minute. Okay. It is a little wet. Now, I don't know what this wire is right here. So we'll put you back up here. I'll cover this up. Cover this up. We'll give her a turn and just see what happens. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, I think we're getting gas. I think it's going to happen. Let's check. Oh yeah, we're getting gas. Whoa, we're getting good gas. Okay, holy crap. Let's plug you back in real quick. You ready for something magic to happen? Me too. Sorry about that shot. That was a little extreme. I think it's going to try something. I think she's going to do something. Janice is coming back to life tonight. Hopefully so. Here we go. I'm worried about the timing. That's what I think is the problem. I'm worried about my timing. So let me do some research. We'll make sure that top dead center is here. This is cylinder 1. This is where we want to be pointing towards. I think that is going to make it all work out great. I think that's what's going to get her to kick off. Okay, that was the one thing I was kind of worried about. So let's do some research. We'll be back with a start, hopefully. Did the research, top dead center. We have number 1 right here. The rotor's pointing right to it. There's a little line right here on the distributor, so we are like right on the money. So I don't think there's any reason why it's not going to start. I hope. Let's just try something. It's going to be loud. It's going to be super loud. So cover your ears and let's just see what happens. She's going to start. She really wants to start. Oh, she's alive! Holy crap! Well, that's, ooh, holy moly. So I think I need to work on my rods right here because that was a lot. But she lives! She absolutely lives! Holy moly. What is, I hope it's not the rod that's way down in there. Because that was a pain in the butt to move on. So, how can we do this? So if I push this, if I push the gas, what happens? Which way do you go? You go down. Okay, so let's put you all the way up so you don't race. And let's just see what happens now. Okay. Oh my gosh. Come on, baby girl. Here it is. Please, please, please. Please be good. Maybe I should push on the gas a little bit. I bet we're out of gas. I think we've gone through our gasoline reserve and it's all in the... Yeah, that's it. We're out of gas. I got to put more gas in. I can recycle it. And she's going to start. So we're going to air out the garage. This is the return gas. This is, I think it's good that we're doing this. I mean, look at the color. Yeah, so what we're getting all the crappy old gas and everything out of everywhere, and we're putting in the fresh gas. So I'm not going to reuse this. I'm going to recycle this properly, and then we're going to give her a start. So Benzo has come into the picture. He wants to listen. I got to close the garage door because it's so loud, so we'll do that. Time now to give it another shot. I've got this all the way up, so we're not pushing anything to make it accelerate, okay? I got to check the rods, the linkages once again. We have gas, fresh gas. We have an empty return receptacle. And we're going to give it a start. Let the gas get up there. Holy crap, does this thing want to go? Holy crap! Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we did it! We have a running Janice. She is alive. She is so loud, but now I can put on the exhaust and I can do some fine tuning. I'm happier than a pig in mud or whatever, a tick on a dog. Holy moly. Okay, and I do have to work, I mean, this right here is a vacuum system. It goes into the brake master cylinder here, the brake booster. So I'll figure out something to do with that, but it has not prevented the car from starting. I am proud of myself. Holy guacamole, you, Janice, are alive. You get a kiss. Mwah. Yes, yes, yes. So, after how many years have I had this thing? She started. She wants to come back to life. The engine sounds so good. I just don't want it to run too hard. Don't want it to get hot. I don't have any of the belts on. I don't have anything else working other than the engine. So, let me know what I should do next, because this is a first. I get the other Mercedes running. That's fine. The 126, the 124, 140s, those are great. This is out of my wheelhouse. This is old school. And the fact that this fuel injection system still works after sitting for who knows how long, and I don't see any leaks of gas or anything. So I really think I did a good job. I am proud. I am so proud of myself. So everybody, thank you for watching. We are back with another video on dear old Janice coming up very, very soon. But I love the car. I love my channel, and I love you all.